Another guy who I learned that from was Rob Conway.
Oh,
Um,
really?
Rob was very instrumental in me winning the world title, and because he was very he had been world champion. He had Jax Dane were tag champions. They had gone to Japan, and Rob's version of that was somebody would say, I like, can we do this, this, and this? And Rob would say, you know what, that's really good. Tomorrow night, you may be in there with somebody athletic enough that can do that, and that's going to be a really good match. But tonight, you're in there with me, and I can't do that anymore. So, it's all about in life. It's all about how you present things. And back to what I started with. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Speak to people the way you want to be spoken to. And there's always, in most cases, a way to say it that is not offensive. If you're a communicator and you work at it enough.
What were your experiences like with Rob Conway? Because I didn't really think about that relationship there.
Mhm.
He's a guy who I think he had a reputation among fans when he was in WWE. That's when, because I'm 31 years old. So that's when I was in my starting to get smart on the internet phase, where
Sure.
I would be on message boards and reading. I don't think he had necessarily the greatest reputation among some fans, but I know people like Jim Cornette speak so highly of him and thinks he's a pro. And I think over time his reputation has evolved and more people have gone back and said, oh, okay, he's actually really good.
He is.
What was your time like with him, and what do you think his legacy is?
Well, I think, his tag
La Resistance.
yeah, is going to be one of the things that he's left with. And I've even seen things where they might be doing autograph signings. So I think he probably is welcoming that. But he was a NWA World Champ way before I was, and every time I got an opportunity to pick his brain and learn from him, and it's funny because I'm older than all these guys by quite a bit, but you can always learn. And Rob was willing to teach. He very much had like his view of things was very much from a TV angle, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Where he would say, I like that idea, do it this way. And so I have again, every match we ever had, very professional. Always he could do both. In today's world of wrestling, um, I come from the old school where you have to listen to the crowd and respond to the crowd and be able to make changes on the fly. And a lot of young guys don't have that ability. Rob could do both. Rob could say, here's a plan, and he could make it work. Or Rob could say, let's see how it goes, and we'll call it out there. And I learned from that because that's what I think in order to be a professional, I think that's what you have to be able to do.
When you're talking about how he helped you with the TV perspective, do you mean in the sense of this will look better if we do it from this angle for the cameras, or do you mean something
Yes.
else? Okay.
No, it's primarily that. And even he would even say, we worked for a long time every month for a promotion. I guess officially it's in Dyersburg, Tennessee, but it's right in that triangle of Arkansas, Tennessee, Missouri kind of corner. And Rob would say we were doing TV, local, like local TV, but also like whatever a subscription channel, whatever. And Rob would say, okay, when we do this, let's make sure that it happens on this side. And those are just things that you need to be aware of if you're ever going to do TV.
Yeah.
And it's things that people don't think about. And you get young, talented guys who have never done TV. And I'm not going to say it's a world of difference, but the thought process uh, changes a little bit. Angles change. Where should I face? Don't. And again, I see myself, and I had a really bad habit of, because I feel so natural with it speaking, that I would stand in the ring with the microphone and move. Well, if you've got a hard camera that's right here, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And Rob helped me with all those things.